Okay, here is some 7.1 prep. Well, you don't really have to do any, to be honest. But if you want to be a loser like me, well, if you do it, you're not a loser. But I'm still a loser for prepping for this patch. But anyway, here's what you can do. So, there's a new ultimate coming out that'll come out on Thanksgiving week. So, if you want to be prepared for that and you don't want to have to deal with food prices as they increase, you can get all of the mats that you need to make food and pots. I have overkill because I do S ranks. Other things you can do is gather aether sand. This is important because you need it to craft food and pots. Other things that you can gather are the other two aether sands. I believe there's another one from fishing, but I'm too lazy to do that. And that's because we're getting new crafted and gathering gear, hence why I have a lot of materia. You can get scripts and do all the stuff that you need to do that. You can prep to sell it. This materia and this gear is going to be good till the 7.3 patch cycle. I believe it's only left side. So if you want to be prepped for that, you definitely can do that. Generally what these require are the same mats that the crafted gear need. So that's why I have a actual metric ton of this stuff because, once again, I do hunts. So I don't know what to spend it on. So I have a lot of it. One thing I would like to note about this crafted and gathering gear, if experience has taught me anything, we are going to get a new immutable solution type thing, which will cost 500 of our purple scripts. So if you want to prep some of the purple scripts for crafting, so you can buy a bunch of this so you can either sell it right away or, use it for your own gear, now would be a good time to do so as the patch is only a week away. But other than that, there's not really a whole lot to prep. If we go back to my inventory, besides the materia and the tome mats, I am going to start gathering some more of the intermediate, like high level 99 type materials. So like the black star and then the ingots here. I'm going to have a lot more of these and some more of the silk. Just to be prepared. I'm not going to go too overkill like anything else, probably just like 100 or so of each because I want to try to make a little bit of gil this patch. But everything else that's coming in, there's going to be a PvP rework. We're getting a new alliance raid, which will then have some of the catch-up gear with the tokens that you can then use to exchange your tome gear to get to 730. But not anything really as intensive as a raid tier to prep. The only thing that there is really to prep at all is for the crafting and gathering gear. If you want to save money on either buying it or want to craft it yourself, those are other things. The other thing I note is that I do expect food and pot prices to increase only slightly and then level back down after the first few weeks of the ultimate. It might ramp up as people start to get clear ready about the midway point of the patch. But another thing you could maybe pray for and hope for is like a ruby weapon. So I think Seed of Sacrifice is up next. Admittingly, it's been so long that I don't even know what map we're on, if we're on ruby weapon or emerald weapon. Seed of Sacrifice definitely hasn't been made, so you could be hopeful and maybe do some Seed of Sacrifice in hopes of getting the material for the crafted weapons for those glamour sets that'll come. It's almost been 2 or 3 patches since we've got one of those, so I'm sort of expecting something like that to come with this patch. Not going to get my hopes up too far, but if you really want to, you can prep some of that as well. But also the cute little shark gloves is presumed to be from crystals in PvP. So if you want to, if you haven't started at all, if you do a little PvP, you'll get a lot of crystals early. If you're at the end of it like I am, it's going to take a little bit more work to get it done. But assuming the weapons are going to be from the PvP vendor that you saw in the live letter, now would be a good time to get some crystals. But yeah, kind of a light prep this time around. We're going to have a lot of new things to do with the Alliance Raid and Tribe Quest and the Chaotic Raid, but there's not really too much to prep for, and of course MSQ. So those are some of the tips that I have for things that you can gather. I hope you find it helpful, and as always, I hope you have a great day.